Well, who doesn't love garlic? And yes, Mum, I can hear you. Garlic is one of the oldest cultivated crops in the world, first cultivated about 5,000 years ago. Thought to have originated in the Stan territories, Uzbekistan, those types of places, and Iran in ancient times, and it had then spread throughout Europe and before that into Egypt, where it was then spread around the world. So garlic ended up in the Americas about 1,000 years ago. It's one of those very distinctive flavors in cooking. It's used all over the world in culinary cooking, and it gives that really, dishes just wouldn't be the same without garlic. Anyway, we are sitting, well, I am sitting, in what is going to be this year's garlic crop. So those of you that like to keep an eye on the calendar, you will be aware that in the Southern Hemisphere, yesterday, not today, was the autumn equinox. And I'm told by people who know garlic in this region that the autumn equinox is the time to plant your garlic. So we're going to do that today. One note on that though, we ordered some garlic in early January, late December, sometime around there, from two different suppliers. One supplier sent the garlic real quick, and we have that, it's ready to go in the ground. The other supplier still hasn't sent the garlic, so they obviously didn't get the memo that it needs to be in by now, or by yesterday. That's okay, we've got what we've got and we'll deal with it. These three bulbs that I have here are actually from our local community garden. So we were gifted these to use for cooking, but also to grow. So this variety I think is Austral variety. The other variety that we have available is Tasmanian Purple. Now Tasmanian Purple is supposed to be the best for growing in this region. So we'll see how it performs this year. In this bed, what I've done is the lasagna fashion of creating a bed like I have done in other locations and have shown previously on this channel. You can go back and check out some of those videos if you want to see how I did that. This is a fresh bed, never had anything planted into it, so it's brand new. And we're giving this bed a trial this year because where we had our garlic planted last year wasn't super successful. There was poor soil, that was too windy, and I think probably didn't get enough water or sun where it was located. This spot gets sun pretty much all day. Currently it's a little bit shaded with the tree as the sun passes overhead at around midday, but for the rest of the day there is sun here, which is absolutely perfect for the garlic. In this bed I've added some garden soil mix, I've added some compost, I've added some mushroom compost, I've added some horse, cow, sheep manure mix, and I've added some blood and bone, and this morning I added a bit more blood and bone and sheep manure into this soil just to give it that extra push and pump for the garlic to go in the ground. Garlic is typically a very heavy feeder. And after doing quite a bit of research and getting some tips from some other people that grow garlic really, really well, they say make sure the soil is super rich and fertile, and then when you put your garlic in, leave it. Don't add anything more. There should be enough in the soil if you've prepared your soil properly for the garlic to survive and grow really big and strong. Now there's a couple of other things that you need to do at the end of the season, like take the scapes off and all of those things. But at the moment, all we need to do is make sure our soil is really good, really organic rich and nutrient rich, and then get our garlic in the ground. If you've seen some of our other videos, you might have heard me comment that I want one of those things that you poke into the ground, which allows you to drop your seedlings in, or in this case, cloves of garlic. I think it's called a dibber. Anyway, I've got this little tool here, which actually used to be a file that came out to here, a metal file, and the little handle, the wooden handle on the end here. So I'm going to use that because that's, to me, the perfect size, the perfect shape to go along and put the little holes in for the garlic. So fingers crossed that works. Garlic is actually a super easy crop to grow once you get the conditions right. And it's always a bit of a challenge to get the conditions right, particularly if you're starting growing in a new growing area or somewhere that you haven't grown before. So it's not that challenging. There's just a few simple things that you need to do, and then you should end up with, even if they're small bulbs, at least you have something out of your efforts. This year, as I said, we are growing Tasmanian Purple and what I think is the Austral variety. We had 4 bulbs of the Tasmanian Purple, which was sent to us from a supplier, and that has ended up with 38 cloves. Each clove will create 1 new bulb. So let me just show you. This is a bulb of garlic. This is a clove of garlic. When you're planting garlic, you get your bulb and you break it up into little cloves. This, when planted and it grows, will create more cloves. The frost helps these cloves set. And then at the end of the season, when you pull up your garlic from the ground, your clove has grown into a bulb. And then so on, the process repeats. You would save a few bulbs, and then next season you break them all up and put in the individual cloves. That's how garlic works. So, as I said, we've ended up with 38 cloves of the Tasmanian Purple, 14 cloves of the Austral. So I'm going to put Tasmanian Purple up this end first, and our Austral down this end. Now, just to be sure, it says space cloves 7 to 10 centimeters apart, ensuring the sharp end or pointy tip. Now, this is another important thing to remember. Garlic cloves have 2 sides to them. They have the root, which is this part, and they have the pointy tip. So all of the green growth is going to grow out the top here and above the soil, and all the roots are going to form out of the bottom here. So if you show it to you a different way, the pointy tip, the green growth, and then the roots. So you're going to make sure roots go down, green pointy tip goes up. Okay, 7 to 10 centimeters deep in warm climates, okay, 2 to 3 centimeters deep in cool climates. So we want ours a bit shallower here. Apply liquid fertilizer, blah, 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 and that's fine. So 7 to 10 centimeters apart and 2 to 3 centimeters deep. Let's do that. Thought I lost my tool. Now you can see all of our garlic cloves are placed in the ground, all at about 2 to 3 centimeters deep and all 7 to 10 centimeters apart. And there we have our second variety of garlic already in the ground. All the garlic's in the bed now. I ended up putting in 37 cloves of the Austral because we have quite a few bulbs, and I figured, well, why not, and put them in because more garlic. So that's good. They're all there. They're all comfortable getting settled. I'm going to now put some soil back over the top of these, get them all tucked away, give them a quick watering in, and I'll use some seaweed solution and some carp emulsion in that. And then I will leave them to it. I'll probably have to put a cover over this because the possum, when it comes around in wintertime, will want to clip the tops off. But until they sprout, that's a job for another day. There's a space at the end here for the other variety of garlic. When it arrives, if it arrives, we'll go in this space here, hopefully. All right, it's pretty late in the day here at the Wonky Carrot Homestead, but there's one last job to do on the garlic, and that is put in our two little signs, our Tasmanian Purple garlic and our Austral garlic. Let's do that. Oops. Well, that's it for another episode of the Wonky Carrot Homestead. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me planting the garlic. It's always an exciting time of the year, and the second most exciting time of the year is when we actually get to harvest the garlic. I'm exhausted. It's been a very long day. I've had to do this. I've had to do some stuff with the car. The ducks have been very demanding today as well. So lots of things on. It's time to go inside, put my feet up and have a rest, get dinner. Probably will be a good thing as well. Need some food in the stomach. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, be sure to let me know in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe. And of course, these videos, we make these videos because we see that people do enjoy the content. But sometimes it can be hard in the world of YouTube and social media to be motivated and feel like we're actually doing something that people want to see. So let us know and share this video with somebody if you think it is worthy of sharing. That would help us so much to feel motivated and inspired and keep moving things forward on this channel. Anyway, I hope to see you next time and enjoy your week. Bye.